I'm here with Coach Sandro Ferr, known as Coach Ferr, striking coach at Tristar Gym. Sandro, how's it going, man?
Good, you sir?
Doing very well. Thank you very much. Thank you for taking the time. It must be such an incredible feeling to be a coach at Tristar, one of the most internationally renowned gyms across the world. What's that like, man?
Well, I could say it's a learning experience. To be alongside some of the best fighters on the planet is, I'm still a student of the fight game. So the thing is no matter how long you've been in this fight game, it keeps on evolving. So I'm privileged to be surrounded by guys like Firas Zahabi, guys like Conrad Pla. These guys paved on me that way, like for mixed martial arts and fight sports in Canada. I can say it's I'm just privileged, and I got all this information around me.
Very humble. Is that something that you necessarily learned from Coach Firas Zahabi? What's it like working with him?
Well, look, I can tell you, he's a man that's very intelligent, and it's mostly you get always broken, we break down a lot of situations. So being fight psychology or being a lot of that physical aspect, we always share information, it's trial and error. So, the thing is once we step into Tristar Gym, we let our ego at that door. So there's champions like George St Pierre, there's world renowned coaches like Firas, which once you step into there, it's work time. So the ego stays at the door.
And the friendship is put aside. It doesn't matter what kind of experience you guys have together. It's all business all the time. And speaking of which, what are your next projects right now? You guys are working on something big, right?
Well, look, I can say the next project, we have Vitor Belfort, which is going to be coming down at probably the end of March to redo his training camp at Tristar Gym. We have a fight up against Machida. It's going to be in Rio. So we're just privileged and we're happy to have Vitor Belfort back at the gym. I guess Firas is doing something right, so guys which are legendary like Vitor Belfort, which brought up mixed martial arts and the UFC on the map, being at 19 years old, was the first champion of the world, and now he's at 40 years of age and most probably might be his last fight in Rio. So up against Machida, I could say it's a big task, but at the same time, it's an honorable one too, and we're very happy to be part of it.
Now, without trying to sound too biased, are you giving that fight to Vitor Belfort?
Of course, 100%. Listen, it's all about that training. It's all about that game plan. It's all about that training. So I'm not going to go out with predictions. I don't like predictions. Firas Zahabi hates predictions too. What we rely on is our preparation, and that's it. And at the end of the day, it's what happens in there.
Now, over here, for people who don't know, we're actually at MFL 5, the Montreal Fight League event, and I'm just curious, what draws you into MFL?
Well, look, guys, I can tell you that we need more organizations like this. We need, the people which are going to take on the amateur scene. We need to showcase the up-and-comers. So probably there's the next George St Pierre, which will be coming out of the Montreal Fight League. So a big shout out to Montreal Fight League for actually giving that podium to a lot of these fighters, because we've got a lot of talent here in Quebec. The thing is we don't have enough organizations and we don't have enough people that unite to actually help out these fighters. It's all good, man, that you got great organizations, but at the end of the day, it's the fighter which makes it happen.
Absolutely, and the trainers, of course, you, yourself, Firas Zahabi as well. I'm just curious right now, if you talked about up-and-comers, what do you say to people who walk through the doors of Tristar for the very first time?
Train. Train, and just be humble. Be humble no matter how talented you are or think you are. Hard work will get you through this. See, I'll give you the best example. George St Pierre has a lot of talent, but if it wasn't because of his work ethic, he wouldn't be where he would be today.
Yeah, absolutely. I think everyone knows that GSP is a revolutionary. You know, this guy is always training no matter what, and I think he owes a lot to you guys, and for sure that you guys owe a lot to him. Sandro, it was a pleasure speaking with you. Is there anywhere where people can follow you, where people can find you?
Guys, like if you want to follow me on social media, I am on Instagram on Sandro.Ferr and on Facebook on Sandro Ferr. So if ever you guys want, I'm very easy to access. You guys can come to the Tristar gym and you just ask for me up in the front, or also you contact me through Facebook or at 514-816-5522, and you text message me and I could share like my knowledge, which I share with everybody else.
Well, thank you so much, Sandro.
All right, thank you. It was a pleasure.
All right. For Stone on Sports, I'm Andrew Michael Stone.